All right, we'll be doing a little bit of top-down analysis, plus live analysis, right? That's what we'll be doing today. Okay, that's what we'll be doing today. Mm, top-down analysis is one thing that a lot of traders struggle with, right? A lot of traders struggle with top-down analysis. And I feel, when you eventually, when you finally understand top-down analysis, trading becomes easier. You get trading becomes easier. That solves like 70% of your problem. Okay, that solves 70% of your problem. Having a direction, a bias, having a sense of direction where price is going to and where it's coming from, right? Because a lot of people out there, all they do is they just trade patterns. They just go on the chart, look for patterns, um, look for a structure, mark structures, mark patterns here and there, mark buys, mark sells simultaneously. Do you understand? And it doesn't really work that way. So you want to ensure that whatever trade you're taking, it's it tells a story, right? It tells a story. Like the top-down analysis I sent, a few weeks back, and I posted on my YouTube channel, concerning V10S. All right, concerning V10S, let's look back at it. Let's see how it turned out. Let's how it played out. Okay, so this was V10S that I analyzed, and as you could have seen on the video, I went all the way to my monthly time frame. Do you understand? I don't take trades, without going to my monthly time frame. Although you might see me post here and there on maybe my 5 minutes time frame. I'm usually always on 5 minutes time frame. So people might just assume that, oh, you only trades off the 5 minutes time frame. But you need to understand that 5 minutes time frame is just my entry time frame. Do you get? 5 minutes time frame is my entry time frame. But I've analyzed all the way from the monthly to the weekly to the daily to the 4 hours to the 1 hour to the 15 to the 5 minutes. Okay. That's how I arrived there. Do you understand? So 5 minutes is to get an entry, a precise entry on my trades, and then follow up with the trend. Do you get? So that's just it basically. So when I analyzed V10S, price was still somewhere around, let me say, around, yeah. I think price was still somewhere around, yeah, around this axis, yeah. All right. And this was the target point, right? And I said, okay, price is definitely going to come to this point and go further down because this is the daily time frame. This is the daily time frame structure, right? And price is already coming from a monthly time frame structure way above like this, which means price has to come to somewhere, I think somewhere around here, thereabouts. And it's going to keep selling. So all through January, February, I was selling, 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 selling V10S, selling V10S, selling, 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 because the trend is bearish. Price is coming from a sell structure, and it's going to go to, the sell target. Do you understand? So there are two factors that I always look out for. Like I've said earlier, there are two factors I always look out for, which are what? The starting point and your finish point. That's how you simply break down, wherever trade you want to take, your starting point and then your finish point. So the first you want to ask yourself when you come on the chart, where is price coming from? All right. That gives your starting points. Where is price coming from? And then where is price going to? Do you understand? That's your finish points. Where is price coming from? Where is price going to? So you want to ensure that you go to your highest time frame possible. All right, your highest time frame possible. So if you can get a monthly time frame chart, if you can get like an empty like a MT5 distant site or something on your laptop, it's still fine. Or you can go, use your phone. All right, your MT5 on your phone. That would work as well. All right, so I only analyze with my phone. The only time I carry this laptop to analyze is when I'm holding a session with my students, and that's just it. So I prefer using my phone to analyze. Okay, that way I can go to the monthly time frame easily. Identify a trend. All right. So if I don't see it on the monthly time frame, I go to my weekly time frame. If I don't see it on my weekly, I check my daily. If I don't see it on my daily, I check my 4 hour. If I don't see my 4 hours, I check my 1 hour. If I don't see it on my 1 hour, I check my 30 minutes. If I don't see it on my 30 minutes, I check my 15 minutes. But you need to understand that wherever price is currently at the moment, it's coming from somewhere. I keep saying this. Price did not just, boom, you didn't just stumble upon price just like that. It's definitely coming from somewhere or going to somewhere. Do you understand? So that's the first thing you want to identify. Where is price coming from? So looking at this pair, V10S, if you check your MT5, if you check your MT5 on the monthly time frame, um, let me see. If you check your MT5 on the monthly time frame on V10S, you would notice that there was a structure around here, around somewhere around yeah, like this. All right. And then price gave us this sort of structure, right? And then sold off all the way to 8063, 8063, like this. Yeah, boom. So what's price trying to tell us? Price is trying to tell us that V10S is gonna go all the way down to 8063. Do you understand? 8063. And when did the sale start? The sale started, on the 23rd of April last year. After doing what? After taking out the significant liquidity. All right, leaving us with this protected eye. So over here, we have our starting points. Now, what's our starting point? Our starting point is our entry on the higher time frame, your monthly, your weekly, your daily, your 4 hours, and the likes. And then where's our finish point? This right here is our finish point, which means no matter what happens, B10S is going to go all the way down. It's going to keep selling, 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 selling until it gets to where? To its final destination, which is what? 8063. Do you understand? Now you can see that price at some point but, right? Price at some point bought all the way to this point. So it seemed as though, okay, V10S is going to, is going to be buying. It's a sell, it's a buy structure, because if you check the monthly, there was a visible buy structure like this, right? And price was respecting it. But you need to understand that price will only follow this structure or the trend of the liquidity it first took out. So if you have a situation like this where you have, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have situations like this whereby there is a sell structure, right? And then price sells off like this, then comes back to take out liquidity. But in the process of coming back to take out liquidity, what did it do? It gave you a buy structure inside here like this. Please hope you're following. Hope I'm audible enough. All right. So price gave you a structure like this, right? Gave you this, and then gave you what? This. All right. So you have this major liquidity and you have this major liquidity here as well. So you see price come all the way from this sell point like this, right? And then price starts selling off. Let's assume this is the daily time frame. Price starts selling off, selling off, selling off, selling off like this, and comes into this point. Then all of a sudden, you start seeing price reject like this. You start seeing price giving you this. What do you do in this situation? What do you do in this situation? A lot of people, are falling victim of this. You need to understand that if price has given you a starting point already, yeah, right, respecting this structure, the chances of price going all the way down here is like, let me say 70%, 70 to 80%, based on my own experience. Do you understand? 70 to 80%. And most times you see price react off of all these, buy structures in between, right? In between the starting point and the finish point. And you might be tempted to take the trade, which means you want to counter trade. Or you might just assume that, oh, this is a bullish trend, price is going to come here all the way to this point. And then you see price do something like this and then rejects to do what? To continue to its direction. So this is just a retracement. A lot of people fall for this. This is just a retracement. So you need to be very, very careful out there. Once price starts selling off, a particular structure on the higher time frame, right? Most of the time you want to ignore, the opposite trend of the market. Do you understand? You need to avoid counter trading no matter what. So that's why trading requires patience. Always wait for your setup. All right. Don't say, okay, because price is not selling at the moment, it's just buying, buying, buying. I want to take the buy. Nah, there's no point in doing that. You're most likely going to lose money. Do you understand? So you want to ensure that you follow the trend no matter what. Okay. So back to the charts. Now we can see what V10S has been doing, right? Same thing happened, buys. Now, if you notice, um price also gave buy structures, but we are not interested in the buy structures. We are not interested in taking buys. We are not interested in taking buys. What we're interested in, we're interested in taking sales. So the moment we know that this is where price is going to, what do you want to do? You want to start looking for sell structures on the lower time frame to continue what the trend to the downside. Now, price gave us a sell structure here for V10S to continue selling on the daily time frame, right? And what happened? Price respected it. So which means price has given you a new starting point, which is this, and a new finish point, which is this. So before price sells off to its target, to its finish point, you can go to your 5 minutes time frame, your 15 minutes time frame, look out for sell structures. You will definitely find as many as possible. Do you understand? You will definitely find a lot of sell structures. Now, let us just experiment it. Let us see. Let's experiment it. Now, before price sold off to this point, let's see how many sell opportunities price would have given us to take this trade, to the downside, starting from this entry, right? How many opportunity would price have given us using what the normal structure we trade? All right. So we have a cell structure here like this. This is a cell that I wouldn't ever miss. I probably should have took this cell. We have a cell structure here. If you go on the 5 minutes time frame, there's a structure here. All right. So we have first cell entry, second cell entry. We also have another one inside here. All right. So this is like a third cell entry. All right. If you keep going further down, you still keep seeing them as many as possible. We have this cell entry. All right. So this is like what we have: first cell entry, second, third, fourth. Now, I'm only explaining this to those that already advanced in trading. So if you're here and maybe you're a beginner or something, you probably might not understand. But most of the people here, I'm pretty sure they are, advanced in trading. So I'm pretty sure they understand this sort of entries, right? Your sweep of liquidity, your break of structure, your liquidity created, and then break of structure, price coming back to take out the liquidity, and then continuation to its direction. Do you understand? So that's what we're following. So if you check again, you notice that there was also another cell structure here for this guy. On the 5 minutes time frame, you see it more clearly, right? So this is like maybe the fifth or sixth entry, right? That's why all through January, February, I was selling V10s because it is bearish. All right. I'm ignoring all of the buys. Now, if you notice, there's a buy structure here like this. But what happened? Invalidated. Invalidated. All right. Most of the buy structures will be what? Invalidated. All right. There's also another buy structure here. What happened? Invalidated. You're not interested in the buys. You're only interested in what's in the sales. All right. We had the sales structure here on the 5 minutes time frame. What happened to price? Price plummeted. Do you understand? So that's what's going to keep happening over and over and over and over again until what? Until price reaches its finish point, until it reaches its destination, which is what? Which is this. So imagine how many cells you could have caught before price got to this point. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and maybe inside this one again as well. 6 cells. Do you understand? So that is why it is always, advisable to follow the trend. Once price is trending, giving you, opportunities to enter trades, it becomes easier that way. Okay. Now let's go to the 4 hours time frame. Let's go to the 4 hours time frame. There was also another structure here that price created. Remember, I told you that price has to go to where 8055. 8055. That sorry, 8063. That's where V10S is heading to. All right. So you want to take advantage of all the possible cell structures that you can find. Now, if you look back to this point, you notice we have a cell structure inside this zone here. And what happened to price? Price came to that point, reacted. Now, once you see that, okay, price has reacted and is then moving to the downside, what does it mean? It means price has given you a starting point and then a finish point. So all you just have to do is go to your 5 minutes or 15 minutes to look for what? To look for sales. Do you understand? Look for sales to continue to the downside. Okay. So I'm not so sure price gave a lot of sales for this because it's just the 1 hour time frame. But let's just see if we would have had any sell opportunity to take this trade. Would I have taken any of this trade? All right, let me see. Which cell structure do we have? Okay, we have a cell structure here like this. Your eyes needs to be sharp to spot all of these things. We have a cell structure there. We have a cell structure here. So this is like first entry, second entry. Which other structure do we have? All right, we have a cell structure inside here, like this. So this would have been your entry. So price keeps going. So which other structures do we have? Okay, we have a cell structure here, like this. Which other cell structure do we have again? All right, we have a cell structure here. Let me see. Let me see. Do we have any other one? Um, Not easy to spot these things, but you just need to train your eyes to see them. They are there. All right, we have a cell structure here. All right, price respected. We have a cell structure here. We also have another cell structure inside here like this. The price respected here. Okay. Um. All right, we had a cell structure here. I remember taking this trade. We had a cell structure there. Then what happened again? Okay, price started, retracing like this, and then went all the way down again, leaving us with what? More cell structures, more cell structures. So we had a cell structure. Yeah, I think this is like a recent cell structure. I remember this trade from yesterday. Sorry, 2 days ago or so. Yeah, this was the cell. So look at what happened. It tanked all the way to the downside, all the way to the downside. So if I'm to take another sell from here again, I would likely wait for price to give me another structure. But if there was a valid sweep of liquidity here, this was probably going to be, my sell. But I don't want to take a trade like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to wait for price to give me a clear structure for a sell. So imagine how many cells you would have caught, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So we are waiting for more cells because price is going to where? To the downside. All right. So I really hope you're understanding what I'm doing because uh all right. So that's just the brief explanation on top-down analysis. It's not really difficult. If you check this thing, let's go to gold for the sake of those that trade, currency pairs and gold and all of that. Same thing happens every single time. All right, so this is even what? This is GBP AUD. I analyzed this few days ago. I think like when was this? On the 12th of March. Today is what? Today is 14. Yeah, I analyzed this 2 days ago and I'm just opening the chart and I just see that price is already what? Respecting it. Price respected it, smashed TP, came back again, respected it again. Why is that? Why is price respecting this particular area? All right, because if you look back to where price is coming from, where price is coming from, you could see that, okay, there was a structure here where price is coming from, right? Price respected it. And if you go to your lower time frame, you're going to see cell structures. And most of the time, the cell structure would hold. Why? Because price is already coming from a cell structure. You gave you another cell structure. And once price hits that cell structure, what happens is going to keep selling to the downside. So this was the cell structure, and then price respecting is selling off to the downside. But let us use gold, for example. So this is gold. This is gold. Um, all right. This is gold. This is what's happening to gold right now. Gold is bullish, right? But how do you know it's bullish? There are people trying to take sales from around here, but you need to understand that you want to stick to, where price started coming from, which is your starting point and then your finish point. Before gold got all the way to this point, I remember, analyzing gold when it was still around here. And remember, if you go to your monthly time frame, you can't see a structure where price is coming from. Like monthly time frame now, there's really no structure where price is coming from, no starting point. So you want to do what? Go to your weekly. If you don't see anything on your weekly, what do? You go to your daily time frame. If you don't see anything on your daily time frame, you go to your 4 hour time frame, just like that, like that, like that. So the last time I analyzed gold back in December, January period, gold was coming from a cell structure. Yeah, right? Gold was coming from a cell structure, yeah, like this. All right. There was this guy, yeah, and then this guy, yeah. So this was the highest point price got to before it came back to do what? To take out this liquidity. All right. So what happened? Price came, took it out, and then started moving to the upside. So you have a starting point here and then a finish point here. Okay, so all you just want to do is go to your lower time frame and look for buy opportunities, buy opportunities. There were a lot of buy opportunities for gold here. All right. And then we also add what? We also add price giving us a reaction off of this buy structure here as well. All right. So we add this liquidity resting here. So the thing is, you can't really trade off of the daily time frame, weekly time frame, monthly time frame. Those are just, for your buyers. Those are just for your trend, for you to know where price is coming from and where price is going to. Okay, so before price got to this point, I already knew that from the 3rd of March, I already knew that price was going to buy here, from here till it gets to this point. All right, so all you just have to do is what? Look for a buy structure on the lower time frame. This increases your chances of a high win rate. Do you understand? Because all you just have to do is wait for price to give you a structure, let it respect that structure on the higher time frame, starts moving to its direction, and then you do what? Go to your lower time frame to execute, trades to continue the trend to the upside or to the downside. Okay, so this was the trend that price started from, and then this was the finish point. So before price got to its finish point, did we have any buy opportunities? Did we have any buy opportunities? Let us see. The price give us any buy structure. Now, this applies to every of your currency pairs, what do you call it? Currency, crypto, commodities, synthetic indices, any pair. All right, any pair. So this would have been your first entry for gold. This guy right here. This would have been your first entry for gold because we have a structure like this. So all you just have to do is look for buys. Look for buys. Don't stress yourself trying to look for sells. Look for buys. All right. Price has already given you, a direction. So you just have to follow it. Do you understand? All you just have to do is follow it, stick to it. All right. So did we have any other structure again? Let us see. Price came all the way down here. Why? Now, this is the reason price came all the way down here. We have a sweep of liquidity here. We have a break here. We have a 50%. Oh, okay. We have a break here like this. Then we add this, right? We add this. So price gave us this as liquidity here. So what happened was this price came, respected it. So this would have been your entry to continue buying to the upside. All right. So when price did that, he also gave us what? A new liquidity here, like this. And then this becomes what? a new POI for a buy like this. So you have first entry, second entry, third entry. Which other structure the price give us again? All right, price also gave us this structure here like this. But this was this was a loss, okay, which is normal. This was a loss. So what happened? Price came back down, respected the first entry, and then it bought to the upside, leaving us with what? With this structure here, this guy right here. So this would have been your next entry. All right. So this was when price skyrocketed all the way from here to the upside, to the upside, to the upside. All right. To the upside. All right. Then we have price smashing our targets. Yeah. Okay. So now situations like this whereby price have hit your finish points, and then you have no idea where price is going to. There's no structure that tells this is where price is going to. What do you want to do? You want to stay away. Do you get? You want to stay away. The price tells you otherwise. The price tells you that okay, I've created another structure for a buy. I've created another structure for a sell on the higher time frame. I respected it, and now I want to keep following that trend. So you just follow the trend and continue taking the buys or the sells. Okay, so that's it. That's it. I really hope you all learned one or two things from this. Um, what's going on? All right. Anyway. No Q&A. Sorry, I won't be taking questions. I don't really have enough time. Okay. So, but hopefully another day we'll do something like this again. All right. We'll do something like this again. So, you all have an amazing day and take care of yourselves. Have a beautiful weekend and yeah, stay blessed.